Hi, everybody. This is DJ Vinyl Vertigo, and I just want to say hello, everybody, to the vinyl community. I just want to start out. I'm going to do that challenge that's been going around, the 10 records that you don't think anybody else has or very few people have. Um, and I just want to start off by saying thank you to Rachel of Rachel's Ghost for adding me into the discussion for the live stream today on Rachel Ghost's page. And also, very happy to have finally met face to face, even though it's kind of like a Zoom thing. And also, being able to see the Waxed in person, not in person, but like face to face, and also Mazzy. So it's really great to see you guys and to meet all the other guys that were there on the live stream. Thank you for having me on the live stream. It was really, really nice of you guys, and for Rachel to ask people to subscribe, and people have been subscribing to this page, to DJ Vinyl Vertigo. If you haven't done it yet, you can do that. You can press for the subscription page and notification, and I'll be doing other videos in the future, so hopefully you won't be too bored with me. um, let's start. Let's talk about the records. So I've got about 10 that are here that I believe that a lot of people don't have. I've had this record forever. It's actually a single by a group called the Comatines. It's called Ghosts, and I actually bought it because it has the Munsters theme on it, a really short version of it. And I used to use that for Halloween parties and stuff like that, but also I just used it anyway because I just liked it. It's kind of like a, I would say not really a punk rock, more like a new wavy kind of dark kind of music. And it's in New York. It was recorded in New York by Comatines at Unique Recording in New York City, engineered by Don Werbsha. So I don't know, Comatines. They produced it themselves. So really cool record. I've had this forever. It's been in my collection forever, since the early '80s. Next up is the ex-wife of Paul Weller, DC Lee. She was also part of Style Council. She was the female vocalist in Style Council, and she's a great voice. And this is a single also. I know that some of these songs came from the Paris Match album, I believe, or Cafe Blue, I believe. But this is the Paris Match songs. The Paris Match, See the Day, Luck, the live version, and Do It Baby club mix. And some of these songs were on the Cafe Blue, I believe. I really like the Style Council, and I know that Tracy Thorn actually sang the Paris Match stuff on that record, but this is DC Lee's versions of the stuff, and this is really cool. I don't think a lot of people have this single. That's what I thought. I just, when I found it, I snapped it up. Next up, I found this one in a thrift store. Let's take this off so this will shine. It's an artist by the name of Lobo. I wasn't really familiar, but it was in such great condition. It was in such mint condition, the record. I just wanted to take it home. He sort of intrigued me, and I said, I gotta check this out. And I realized this guy had a big hit. The song called I Love You to Want Me. Baby, I love you to want me. That guy. So this is from I guess the late 60s, early 70s. Actually, early 70s, 1972. Lobo. The record's called Of a Simple Man. Do you have this? I don't know. It's pretty interesting. It's got the lyrics on the back. But apparently, I think he's a Mexican American. I'm not sure. I think that's the name Lobo. But yeah, that was a huge hit. I remember that. Next up, I'm going all over. This I found at an antique shop. Not for a whole bunch, but I thought it was really interesting. I love the cover. I bought it because of the cover. But I never heard of this guy, Aki Ileong, and his Teen 20. And he's kind of like a teen idol, but he's Asian. Very interesting. American too, I think. So So let's see. But all the songs on this record are songs about dancing, all the different dances of the time. La Roche, the Hully Gully, the Mashed Potato, the Fly, the Slop. I'm going to go through it. The Stroll, the Stride, the Grind, excuse me. Pony Time, Bristol Stomp, Day by Day Twist, and now let's Popeye. There was a song, there was a dance called the Popeye. I didn't know anything about this. So I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Hawaiian. I got to do a little bit more research on that. But I just bought this and said, nobody has this. I pulled this out of my collection. The next one I got at a record sale for the radio station that I volunteer at called WMNF 88.5 FM. And I got this. Nobody was going to buy this. I was just intrigued by the cover and the name of the band and the name of the record. And it turns out when I listened to it, because I wasn't going to keep it because I said, I don't know what I'm going to keep it for. But I listened to it and it was actually really decent punk rock. I'm just going to put it up there for you. The band is called Tragic Mulatto, and you can see what the title is. I'm not going to say it. Pretty interesting. The back cover. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So I know a lot of people don't have this record. And it's got a bunch of songs on it. It's got a custom label there. I don't know if you can see that. All right. And songs like She's a Hoe, Fist of the Fleet, Hardcore Bigot Scum Gets Started, My Name Is Not O'Neill, Whole Lot of Love, I wonder if that's the original, Sheriff of Weed, and Mr. Cheese. Some interesting titles. Very strange. I'm sure it's a very rare punk rock record. This is not probably rare, but I don't think everybody has it. Divine. You know, John Waters' fame. And this is a record called Nonstop Dance Remix. T-shirts and tight blue jeans is the name of the record. And it's got alphabet rap on it, Shake It Up, Jungle Jezebel, Native Love, Love Reaction, and Shoot Your Shot. Incredible. And you know, one of the producers is actually John Jellybean Benitez of Madonna fame. Yeah. The Great Divine from Hairspray and all the other films. Female Troubles, Pink Flamingos. I'm very happy to have this. You can't have it, sorry. This one, I was like iffy about it. I'm not sure. I found this. James Brown, Handful of Soul. It's him at the organ. Sorry. Playing organ, not singing. He's not singing on this at all. He's just playing organ on this. And he does songs. He does Let's Go Get Stoned, Hold On, I'm Coming, Our Day Will Come, Message to Michael, 645789, When a Man Loves a Woman, Oh Henry. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But he plays organ on this. I thought that was pretty cool. To have an album with James Brown not going, ow, you know? I just thought, wow. It's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good on it. This next one is not music. It's actually spoken word. And I don't know if everybody has this. It's incredible. Great addition to my collection. The Great March to Freedom, Martin Luther King Speaks, Detroit, June 23rd, 1963. Here's the back. It's actually a gatefold. Look at that crowd. And this is a Motown release. It's on the Gordy the Gordy label, which is a division of Motown. I think that's a good find for me. So an MLK birthday, I'll probably be sitting down and checking that out. In the same vein, it's not spoken word, but this is another hero in the African American community. So Sidney Poitier, a soundtrack, Lilies of the Field. I don't know how many people have this soundtrack. It's famous for the Amen song that he sings with the nuns. It's the original soundtrack recording, Lilies of the Field, on Epic, composed and conducted by Jerry Goldsmith. And the vocalist on this is Jester Hairston. So, I think that's pretty cool. I saw this and I went, oh, I have to have this. It's Sidney Poitier, come on. This is an iconic film. Lilies of the Field. Next up, it's a double whammy. I didn't know which one to do, so I said, let me do both of them. And then I'll have like an extra, just in case these don't count. I'm a big fan of Nina Hagen. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say. Before I say this, when I was on with Rachel's Ghost and everyone, Rachel asked me for my 5 favorite bands, or my 5 favorite artists, or what my 5 favorite in the music industry. And off the top of my head, I just threw all these things out. And they were all great artists. But I don't know if they were my first go-tos, all of them. So I'll do that in another video, talking about my 5 go-tos. But I just threw those out there because at the top of my head. So I was on the spot. Anyway, but Nina Hagen should have been in that list. Maybe. Because there was a time when I first heard Nina Hagen, it was Nunsex Monk Rock. Was that album, and I was with my friend Chicky, and this is in New York City, and we were like getting high. We were smoking up in her apartment before we were gonna go out clubbing, and she had like candles on, and it was really dark, and we were just lighting up and stuff. And she put Nunsex Monk Rock on, and I thought, "Where's the door?" I wanted to get out of the room because I was like freaking out. I was high. I was like, this music is not doing me any justice. But then the next time I heard Nina Hagen was a video that was in this club, Danceteria, and I think you've seen Danceteria in the film. What's the film with Rosanna Arquette and Madonna? I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, it's this girl trying to find Madonna in the East Village, and Madonna is with her husband, with the other girl's husband. At Danceteria, because they're trying to find this girl, and because she has amnesia, Rosanna Arquette. I can't think of the name of the movie. This is crazy. Anyhow, I'm sure in the comments you'll say, "Dummy, this was the movie." But anyway, that's the club, Danceteria, that they're dancing in. That's a club I used to go to a lot in New York, and they used to show videos on the screen in front of the dance floor, and this video came up with this woman dressed in this crazy garb and all this makeup, and she had these guys in loincloths, these black guys in loincloths, and it was a reggae song. It's called African Reggae, and it was Nina Hagen. And I was like, that's the same woman that was in that record that I was listening to at Chicky's house? And then I had to revisit it, and I became a total Nina Hagen fan. So I consider her like, I know that Patti Smith is the queen of punk, but she's definitely the empress of international punk rock, in my opinion. From Germany. But not a lot of people have this record. Still in the Shrink, Nina Hagen Band. She does TV Glotzer, which is White Punks on Dope, her version of it. Superboy, African Reggae. And she does Wir lieben immer Mach, which is also called Lucky Number, which was a big hit for Lena Lovitch, who is another person I love. And they've actually sang it together, and they've done a lot of stuff together, the two of them. So, but she does it in German, and hers is a little more punk rocky, a little bit more punkish. This was 1980. This is like a 10-inch EP with 4 songs on it. And the reason why I said I didn't know to do this or the other, she had an album that was her. I think it was her most commercial record internationally. Was Fearless, which has a song on there, has New York, New York on it, which was a big hit in the clubs. It has I Love Paul. It has what's the other one? What It Is, and it has Zara on it. Those were the big songs on this record, I believe. Yeah, but this is the one in English. She sings in English, which I think is you can find very easily. However, the same record. This one's called Fearless. See, it's called. Sorry. Fearless. Right. The same record, same cover, but it's called Ängstlos, which I assume is Fearless. But this one is in German. And it has a different lineup, but instead it says New York, New York, Was das ist instead of What It Is, Lorelei, which is not on Fearless, I believe. Nope. Zara, which is I think that's on both. The Change, Newsflash is on this one, which is not on the other one. Flying Saucers is it's all, but it's also I Love Paul, but it's all sung in German. This one's done in German. So it depends on your mood. If you want to hear it in English, you want to sing it along in English, or you want to test yourself with another language, you can have it in German. But I think this is the one that you would have a hard time finding. Yeah. Now for extra credit, because that's 10. This one I wasn't sure if it would be common or not. I just happened to find this somewhere. I thought it had every Paul Young record. The 80s crooner from England. There's a record called London Dilemma, Paul Young and Street Band. Not E Street, but Street Band. This is an early Paul Young. And it shows where he was going. It's not exactly, he's not there yet. It's got a gatefold. He's really badly dressed here. That's not a good outfit for him. This is before he had that big high hair and all that stuff, and got really cool. But this is it's actually a compilation supposedly. So this is early Paul Young, and it's 2 records. It's got 4 sides. It's got a whole bunch of songs on here. Mirror Star, It's No Problem, Picture Book, One Good Reason, You're All I Need, Truth Without Lies, Things Are Never Quite What They Seem, Toast, Mystery, His Finest Hour, Loud Music, and many, many more. On the record is Roger Kelly on guitar, John Gifford on rhythm, Mike Pearl on bass, Chalky on drums, and Chaz Jenkel does a bunch of other stuff, a lot of extra stuff. And it's produced by Trevor, I believe it's produced by, well, I think it's different producers, but additional acoustic guitars and keyboards by Chaz Jenkel, Trevor Rabin, and Jules Holland from Squeeze. So this is early Paul Young. Yeah, it probably was originally on cassette only. Maybe that's why you don't see it that much. But anyway, there's my 10. I'm a little looser. I'm probably a little messy, but I'm not going to apologize for that, because I'm going to get better at this. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable, and I'm feeling good today, guys. It's hot down here in Florida. I know it's hot everywhere else. I know Mazzy said that his armpits are like really sweating up where he is, and it's not normally hot where you are, Mazzy, and sorry for that, but it's always hot down here, except for maybe 2 months out of the year. I'm used to it, but I'm really tired of it. I want cooler weather, at least some breeze. Anyway, clocking out now. Just did my 10, did my duty, and I will continue to figure out what I'm going to do next. I'm gonna definitely have a video talking about my five favorites, my five go-tos, I should say, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, keep listening to music. Talk to you.